Alright, alright, alright. Okay, this is Chess Endgames on chesstempo.com. I just started this problem. Let's just solve a couple of problems and try to learn something or some things, and yeah, hopefully try to improve our chess game, our thought process. And what's my rating? I'm 1441 in the practice rating. So there are two types of endgame ratings: theory and practice. Yeah, I don't know what the difference are between the two. I read it once, but I can't really remember what the differences were. I just know that I liked practice better than theory. It was less restrictive and more fun. And in this position, we're trying to get the pawn to promote, get the king behind, away from the pawn, or away from the promotion square. Is f1, and then get the rook behind the pawn and try to create a bridge. So let's just try that. And if I play king rook d8 check, then king e3, and maybe I can go, yeah, maybe I can do this then. No, that's not right. I would have to go rook d4. Am I supposed to go rook d4? Let's have a sip of water. Rook e4, rook d4, rook d5. I don't know if it's rook d4 or rook d5. I think rook d5 because yeah, not rook d4 because then I just waste the tempo. And now I go rook e5 and rook king e1 if they will let me. No, of course, now the king goes back, yeah. So obviously we just go. Okay, so my pawn is attacked, yeah. That's a problem. And if rook e5, rook e5, maybe rook e5, and then king e4, and then rook e2. Yeah, this is hard. But now I can't play king g1 or king g2. So do I now play rook g5? Yeah, I think I play rook g5. And then I'll go rook g2. And now I go king g1. Obviously not king e1. And now I gain the queen. Or I think I'm nearing a solution, but I'm gonna try to think about it more. Maybe Yeah, I'm probably gonna promote the pawn. I can't really see what else to do. Is there a threat? No, I don't think so. Yeah, and this is forced, yeah. Okay. Let's have a sip of coffee. So that's rook and pawn endgame. This is just practice, or you just get random endgame problems from games and games in the database on Chess Temple, and some problems are not from any game, or the sources are unknown. So what do we do here? King is in check. King e1, and then rook e7, then e2, maybe. I don't think I'm gonna play king e2 now. Or maybe I should play king e2. King e2, rook h7, and if king e1, rook h1 check, and then king f2, rook h2 check, and I'm not really getting anywhere. And king e1, then king d3, and then I go e2. Yeah, I'm kind of having a hard time deciding on king e1 or king e2. If king b1 or king g1 or king g2. No. Are those really good moves? I want to keep the king near the pawn. How do I keep the king near the pawn and help to promote the pawn? I think king e1 does the trick. With king e1 you get king d3 and e2, and are there any checks? I mean, the rook is kind of dangerous. And the black rook is, yeah, of course it's dangerous, but I think the white rook is really what we should be looking out for. So what about king e1 or king e2? They look so similar. But if I play king e1, then the white gets king d3, and I think king d3 is okay. And king e2 prevents king d3. And king... I wonder if rook h7 is a problem. Rook h7, because if white gets the chance to just start checking the king, then I'm gonna have to be careful. But I think I'll play king e2. That means I can avoid king d3. Okay, so not the most, not the best way, but also not a blunder, not a mistake. And yeah, okay, now I see the problem. Now I see why they play Rook e7. Because now the king cannot go to e1. Now king e1 is impossible. Then I go rook c8. Rook c8, but rook c8, but king just goes away, and I'm nowhere near getting. I'm not getting closer to. I'm not getting any closer to promotion. So I play rook d8. If any king move, then just rook f7, king f2 or king f3. Then you just get rook f7, and you have to go back. No, king f2, then rook f7, and then king e1, rook e7, e2 is that okay. Okay, so I did not expect that. Problem now is that if I play e2, then I get rook f6 check, or e2, rook f6, maybe just e2, king d3. No, king d3, just e1, queen. So e2, rook f6, king e1. And then white has no checks, right? e2, e2, and king d2. e2, king d2, rook a2 check, king d3. Okay, how about king b3 there? King b3. I think I can play e2. I'm fairly sure I could play king e2. No, okay, yeah, king e1. I was thinking king e1, and I still have my rook. My rook can check the white king. If king e1, I don't think king g1 is okay. That does not seem like a good move. I think king e1 looks stronger. So I'll play that, and I'll prevent king d2 as well. Okay. Now I can't go king d1, but I can go rook d8. Rook d8, king c3, and the king. Yeah, but doesn't the king and the rook on the same file just make my day a whole lot better. This is a tough problem for my current level. It also would be a tough problem for my previous level. So, King D8, King D8, yeah, King D8, King C3. King D8, yeah. King Rook B8. I mean Rook D8 or Rook B8. Rook B8 looks really weak because then White just goes to the C file with the king. But if I play, how about if I play Rook C8? Then the White king is cut off. Rook C8, but I guess White can just play Rook A6 or Rook G6 or Rook any 6. Wow, tough problem. So because if Rook D8, then Rook D8, then I think I'm suspicious about Rook D8. Rook D8, King C2, and now yeah, and then I can't promote. Yeah, if Rook D8 and King Rook D8, King C2, then my king can't move. But I want to get the king to move. I want to let the king move. Huh. Strange problem. King D1 maybe? King D1, Rook D6 check. And then you just go King E1. But Rook C8, Rook C8, then I can... I'm so annoyed by Rook D8. Why can't Rook D8 work? Well, we already looked at Rook D8. Rook D8 doesn't work because of King C2. Rook B8 check, and then also King C2. And then I'm just stuck. But if Rook C8, how do I get the king up the board? Do I just go King D2 right away? Maybe I do. No, King D2, Rook D6, King E3, Rook E6, King F2, Rook F6, King E1. Yeah, the king just goes in a circle. Yeah. I'm a little bit out of my jurisdiction. This is not my area of expertise. I'm not a doctor. King d2. Rook d6. And you just have to go back. Okay, I'll go king rook c8. And now, yeah, I'll already looked at the at this because I already thought about the rook moves on the 6th. Just rook any 6. Rook any 6 that is not on the opposing rook file. And now if king d1, rook d6, king e1, rook e6. But I have rook c5, rook c5, right? So this is kind of similar to what we saw in the last problem. Rook c5, and then I get rook d5, rook c5, rook c5, king b4, rook d5, king c4, and yeah, I think that's I think I'm getting closer now. I'm getting closer. Okay, so now I can go king d2. Can I? King d2 and king d2, and if king c4, king d2, and if rook's king c4, then rook d3. Wow, is that it? I think that's it. Okay, so now I can't go. Now I go rook c3 check. And then rook c2. And now just promote. Wow, okay. That was a tough one. That was a tough problem. But we had two similar problems now. Both were rook endgames. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's do one more, and maybe we'll just call it a day then. Do one or two more. So what's going on here? Looks like... What does it look like? It looks like... Wow. Okay, so the white pawn can just run freely. So now I just try to stalemate the king. Try to stalemate the king while I move my rook here. Do I move the pawn? No. What do I do? Wow. I thought this problem was simple. It looked kind of simple in the beginning, but now it's getting More complicated, the more I look at it. So, avoid the stalemate. Okay. What are some good moves here? Okay, King G3. If I play King G3 and then I get Rook, no, King G3, and then I get H2, and then I get Rook F1 mate. Okay, King G3. Yeah, King G3, and if King G2, King G3, and if King G1, then H2 check. Aha. Okay. That's right. Now I go H2, and then I go Rook F1 mate. Alright. We're crushing it. We're just crushing now. We're at 1469. Nice. Let's do one more. Aha, double rook. So this, I think this is a bit easier than the last Rook Endgames we saw. Let's have some water. Okay, so do you see this? Do you see the solution? I think I see the solution. I think that Rook B8 is the move. Rook B8 and then Rook 3 B7 is mate. No matter what black replies. So Rook B8 check, and if King C7, then Rook 3 to B7 is mate. Okay, and then if Rook B8 check, and if King D7, then Rook 3 to B7 is also mate. I can't really think of anything else to do, so I'll just do it. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, not very often I get mate problems in the endgame sections. So, whoa, we're at 1480. We're just crushing. So, flip the board, flip it back. Yeah. This one is, it looks kind of simple at the first look, like a first glance. Because it's a rook against the pawn. Of course the rook is gonna win, right? Should be easy. But I don't think it's that easy. I mean, I could go rook d4 check, d5 check. Rook d5 check, and if king f6, then rook right. Rook d5 check, king g6, and then I go. Okay. A rook d5 check, and if king g6, then king g4 wins. Okay. Rook d5 check, king f6. Rook d5 check, king f6, and no, I can't go king g4 then because of g6. Rook d5 check, king f6, king g4, g6, yeah. How about another move? How about rook f7 check? Rook f7, king g6. Then I would have to play. Then I would have to move the rook again. Wow, we're running into some really tough problems. But tough can be fun. You could also learn something. Huh, yeah. So I don't think rook d5 is a good move. Rook d5, king f6. And then just... Oh, it looks kind of scary. And if I don't play a check move, if I don't play a move that is a check, then I get g6 right in the face, getting hit in the face with a pawn, getting punched in the throat by the king. So rook has to check, right? Because if I don't check the king, then the king just can move freely. So rook d5, king g6. It doesn't look like a good move. But I can't really think of anything else. If I go something weird like rook g7, then just king f6. And that looks like black is winning. Well, the question is, how do I get my king active and at the same time try to control the black king and control the white black pawn and get my own rook activated? Those are a lot of things to remember. Those are a lot of considerations, yeah. Trying to... Feels like I've been doing this problem for like an eternity now. It's only been 5 minutes. Endgames are tough. They are tough. So are we. We are also tough, right? You feel like a boss? That's good. So rook d5 was bad. Rook d5, king g6. Rook d5, king f6. I think black would play king f6 there. Rook d5, king f6. Well then what? Rook d... yeah. The more I look at this, the more I think that the rook has to just he has to check the black king all the time. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just going rook d5. And yeah. And then this. What? What? What's going on? Am I getting... what's going on? Is this a stalemate? No? What? What? Why would you... Why would the computer play king e6? Doesn't this just win the pawn? There are no stalemate threats. What? What's going on here? Why would... Why wouldn't just this then? What's going on? Why can't black play g6 here? Am I... Well, what's... What? Oh! What did I just do? I just made a really big blunder. I was flipping the board. Oh! Haha! I flipped the board. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just been sitting here calculating illegal moves again. Okay, so I'm like playing so I'm thinking that the pawn moves here. Oh yeah. But of course, yeah, it's right here is 1 and up there is 2. It's yeah. Aha. So I've just been calculating illegal moves. Pointless. Yeah. I think my mind is just tired from all the rook endgames. King f6, yeah. And king g4. Aha. Moving on. Let's just do one more. And then... Okay, so what's going on here? We're playing black. And we have a queen against a knight. And my first idea is to just drink some coffee. My first... The first thing I see is just king c7, and king c7, no, king c7, then yeah, then what? King c7, knight d6, check. But if king c6, then what? How does white guard? King c6, and I'm threatening queen takes king c6, then I'm threatening queen takes b6, and if the knight moves, then queen b7 is mate. Yeah, I think I'll play king c6. And then we go... obviously not queen takes b6, stalemate. So do we then go... Do we go queen b2 check? Queen b2 check. If I move the king, I probably should just not move the king because of some check threats. Queen b2. Only move is queen a2. Only move is king b8. And then I get queen g8 check. Right? Queen a2, king b8, queen g8 check. Yeah, I think I'll go here. Okay. So now I gotta watch out for the stalemates. Can I just go king c7 here? King c7, king a7, queen takes a4 mate. Is there another way? Is there a quicker way? I want to end this session on a high note, so I want to get the problem right. I want to get every problem right, but especially this one. Thing is, if you spend too much time spend too many more moves than what is ideal, then of course you get fewer points. So queen takes. No, not queen takes because of king b8. I think I'll play king c7. I think that's quicker. Okay, so what was the queen takes a4 is mate in 2. Queen c7, king c7 was made in 1. Okay, so I did the right thing. And now oh, queen a1. Haha. Queen a1, queen a3, queen a1, and then back here, yeah. Alright, so that was a nice session. It was tough. My mind is really just tired and slow. I am very slow right now. So, but it was a good session. If you made it through to the end of the video, congratulations. And yeah, we'll see you next time. And for now, bye.